Hello, welcome to the stream. We'll have a few minutes to get set up and then we'll get started. Today we're just going to do a 1-hour energy session and that's it. Happy Women's History Month on Twitch. Gonna log into the chat room and we'll get started. And also I'm gonna adjust the camera a little bit. There you go. Hope you're having a fabulous Thursday. Oh, I should probably turn up the volume. There we go. Now you should be able to hear me. And grab some water, get settled in, find a comfortable position, and we will get started. Going to open up the chat room. And put my phone on silent. Today's just going to be a quick energy session. All right, so this is just going to be pretty much an energy session for anyone who wants to play back this episode. That way you can watch it from start to finish. No questions, no interruptions. We're just going to get started, do the session, and then we'll answer any questions at the very end. So that way this will just be a quick one. So if you want to, you can refer back to this video over and over and over quickly without any interruptions. So we're just going to get started, get into it. We're going to find yourself a comfortable position, grab some water, and we're going to start by merging with our higher selves and calling in anyone that you want to work with, whether that be ancestors, source energy, spirit guides, anyone of your ascension team. Feel free to invite them on in. That Neandis girl, hello lovely, we're just starting the energy session, so you can go ahead and just listen or follow along if you like. So I hope you enjoy and thank you for being here. So breathe in and exhale at your own pace. And you can close your eyes or keep your eyes open for the session. It's completely up to you. If you find yourself easily distracted, I would suggest closing your eyes. That way, if you see colors, if you see any intuitive messages, your feelings, you can go a little bit deeper with your eyes closed. I will partake, I need it. Okay, cool, awesome. And just breathe in. And exhale at your own pace, and we'll do one more deep breath in. One more inhale. And exhale at your own pace. Now you can repeat after me, or you can say this silently in your mind. I ask my I am presence, my highest self, to merge with my physical body now on all planes of existence, past, future, and present. I ask to be connected with Divine Source, fully and completely here in this moment now. And just keep breathing in here. You should begin to feel things becoming very solid, kind of like almost like a closed off feeling, but in a good way, like a protected, or creating a sacred space here. And now begin to call anyone from your ascension team whom you may be working with, whether this be angels, spirit guides, ancestors who are working on your highest behalf. Call them in, invite them into the space, cleanse the space, protect the space. Anyone from your ascension team, so this may be consisting of healers, teachers, masters, again, spirit animals, spirit guides. Invite them in to cleanse the space, protect the space, and set the space. Breathe them in, invite them into the room, invite them into your field. When I say field, I mean your aura. Sometimes we can push out our ascension team. We can have fear. When I first started doing this work, it felt like I was being hunted by a big cat, by a Black Panther, and what he was doing was protecting and closing off the space, not necessarily hunting me, but protecting my energy, protecting my field. So that's what we're doing. We're not isolating, but we're closing off the space and protecting the space to do some deep work here so that we can do some surrendering of what no longer serves us, while also still promoting and inviting in the positive source light and the blessings. All right, and we will begin the session now. So now you should be feeling, you might be feeling, I'm feeling like really cold, but very solid, very grounded, very protected. So you may be feeling that, or if you're new to this work, you might not be feeling that. It's completely fine, whatever you're feeling, just keep going with it. Get in a position that's comfortable for you, and we're gonna begin working with the left side of the body. Now you're gonna take your left hand, and your left hand will always make a perfect L, so that's how you get the left side of the body and the right side of the body not confused, is your right hand will always make a backwards L, and your left hand will always make it the correct way. So your left hand is going to go on the top of your left foot. Now you can cup your hands here, or you can clasp, whatever way is most comfortable for you. So left hand, top of left foot, right hand, bottom of the left foot. And you can sit crisscross applesauce, you can sit up on a cushion, you can be on the floor, on the couch, in a chair, whatever's comfortable for you. And breathe in and sit up straight, and breathe in at your own pace. And exhale at your own pace. Make this practice your own. So if I'm going a little faster, a little slower than you, that's completely fine. Just let go of that control to need to follow in other people's paths perfectly. Make this your own. Breathe in and begin to invite in source, whatever you call source, whether that be Buddha, heavenly angels, whether you see it as white light, divine light, sparkling energy, golden white light, however you see source energy, or maybe you don't see it, just visualize it. Visualize liquid golden white light traveling around the foot, swirling around the foot, dancing around the foot, and invite it to enter your toes, the core of your foot, and the heel. And just sit with that energy, let it pulse, let it dance, let it radiate all the way outside of your foot. See it pulsing, see it glowing, see it getting bigger and brighter. Breathe in this light. And exhale any darkness, any stagnant energy, anything that you've stepped in and taken on from others that is not of source, that is not of your highest self. Release now, fully and completely. With the exhales, release the darkness, release any cords or attachments that you may have taken on consciously or subconsciously, knowingly or unknowingly. Release the darkness with the exhales. And breathe in the light on the inhales. So maybe you feel tingling, maybe it feels like a waterfall, maybe you feel creaking, maybe you feel heat. Whatever you feel is perfectly normal for you. Just breathe in the light on the inhales and exhale any darkness, any murkiness, any pain or tension on the exhales. Breathe in. And exhale. We'll move up to the ankle now. So place your left hand on your left ankle. If you're just joining us, you can hop right in or you can watch, whatever's comfortable for you. Left hand, left ankle. Right hand's going to crisscross over onto the left knee. So right hand, left knee, left hand, right ankle. And the reason why we're crisscrossing across the body here is because our DNA helix crisscrosses energetically over and over, and so does our central column of light. In order for us to cross over, our energies actually cross over. our energies are running parallel, they can go backwards, they can go side to side, they can do all sorts of chaotic things. So breathe in here. Breathe in the white golden light. Breathe in source energy. Invite it in now. See it traveling up the foot, up the ankle, into the shin. And it's okay if it's going very slowly. It's okay if the light is swirling, dancing, glowing, pulsing. Just see it building. See it traveling all the way up into the knee. So from foot to ankle to knee now. Feel it swirling. Feel the warmth. Feel the heat. Breathe it in and see if you can clear out any darkness, any stagnant energy. See if you can find anything in there, any blockages, any tightness, any tension. Just breathe it out, release it on the exhales. Really push it out of your body. Breathe in the light. And exhale any darkness, anything that doesn't serve your highest self. Release it now. Keep breathing here. And exhale any stagnant energy, any tightness, any tension, any pain, any energy that's not your own. Release it back to source now. Maybe you hear your stomach grumbling. That's perfectly fine. That's great. That means you're releasing, you're letting go of stress and tension. Just let it release. Surrender it to source. And move on up to the hips now. And drop your foot however you want to. And your hands can be placed front ways on the side of the hips or thumbs out. Whatever way is comfortable for your arms and your shoulders. So roll your shoulders up and back and place your hands on your hips. And align and breathe in here. And exhale. And breathe in, breathe in. Breathe in the sun, breathe in source energy, breathe in light. See it traveling now from your feet up to the ankles, up from the shins and the knees. And see it begin to travel all the way up to your thighs. See this shimmering, glowing, pulsing light dancing, radiating, and glowing, getting brighter and bigger, and emanating from your body and completely taking over the lower half of your body now. See this golden light, feel the warmth, feel it trickling in, invite it in. It's okay, this is safe, this is from source, and it's clearing and purifying anything that is not of our highest resonance, anything that's not of our highest self. Breathe in this light, breathe it into the hands, breathe it on up into the hips, and see it dancing and traveling and swirling around both sides of the hips now. Breathe in this light. And breathe out any tension, any murkiness, any darkness. And I'm just going to explain a few things here. Now with the hips, when the hips are out of alignment, this is a cue that we are wanting to go some area in life, but another part of us may be self-sabotaging. Maybe we don't have confidence. Maybe we have low self-worth. Maybe we're listening to other people's judgments or opinions. So just begin to notice, did the hips tighten up when I began to speak on any of those topics? Did you begin to hold your breath? If the answer is yes, you may be holding some energy in your hips that no longer serves you. So just begin to breathe deeply into the hips now. Breathe light into this dark area. Maybe you see it as very, very dark. Maybe it feels damp. Just breathe in white, golden, glimmering, shimmering light, and invite the light to dance, pulse, purify, and cleanse out the space. It's okay, we're all human. If there's any self-sabotaging going on in there, any low self-worth, any lack of confidence, just remove it, breathe it in, burn it off with the light, and release the darkness on the exhale. Maybe you see it as like murky, maybe it seems like a dark room, so just Invite the flashlight in, invite source energy, invite in light. Breathe in. Brighten this space up, bolden this space up. I'm feeling goosebumps, so you're doing great work. Keep inviting the light in. And maybe you feel your posture kind of getting straighter. That's fine. If your knees are starting to hurt, as in pain, because your hips are very tight, release the knees. You shouldn't be having pain or pins and needles. Your feet and legs should not be falling asleep. So if that's the case, if that's the kind of tingling you're feeling, if you're feeling a painful, intense tingling, release your posture. Try to get in a different posture and come back to the work. It's okay if you're new with this and you can't stay with it the entire time. That's perfectly fine. This is a process. This is your practice. So release the pose. Crack your fingers if you need to. Stretch out. Grab a little drink of water if you need to, and we'll begin working with the other side. Okay, left hand is going to go on the right side of the body. So left hand, bottom of your right foot, and the right hand is going to go on the top of your right foot. So left hand, bottom of your right foot, right hand, top of your right foot. And again, you can cup or clasp your fingers here. So breathe in and align. And exhale at your own pace, fully and completely. Now, the deeper that we do deep breathing here, the better and the bigger we are cleansing our organs, the more we're letting go of tension, of stress. So really be intentional with your breathing here. Don't worry about what you sound like audibly. If you need to sigh verbally, get the vocal cords going. Let it go. You'll feel the strange energy traveling over the vocal cords. Don't care about what you sound like. Don't judge yourself. Just release. Surrender what no longer serves you. Doesn't matter how it sounds. Doesn't matter how it looks. So just breathe in here. Breathe in the light into your foot. See it entering your toes, the core of your foot, and close your eyes. See if you can see the light. Invite the light in. If all you see is darkness, that's completely fine. We're going to illuminate the darkness. So breathe in, invite source energy into your foot. See it dancing, swirling, pulsing. See it radiating. Let it glimmer, let it sparkle. Brighten this area up as brightly as you can. Make it like the sun. Breathe it in. And exhale any energy that is not of your own, anything that you may have stepped in, anyone that you may have stepped on, any mistakes. Just release any attachments, any cords that no longer serve you, any dark spots, any murkiness, any dust particles, anything that just feels strange or doesn't seem right, any blockages, any tension, any pain. Release all of this. Surrender it back to source fully and completely now. Command it. Have authority. This is your practice. Get intentional with your work. So breathe in the light. Breathe it in. You're doing great. And exhale. Next pose, moving on. Hey B. Cassidy, thanks for being here. It's okay, I didn't expect you to be here. You can jump on in and join us if you like, or just listen. Your left hand now is going to be placed on your right ankle, and your right hand is going to be placed on the right. I'm sorry, I confused you. We need to crisscross the energies here because the DNA crisscrosses right in front of our body. So your right hand is going to go on your right ankle. Your left hand is going to cross over onto the right knee. Sorry, sometimes I get confused. I just get going. So align. Maybe take some steps back. See where you are. Feel where you are. And then realign. Breathe in the light. And exhale. And inhale at your own pace. And breathe in the light, invite it now. Invite it on up from the foot into the ankle, up into the shin. And see it dancing, swirling, emanating, pulsing, glowing, and building up on into the knee. Breathe this in, invite it in. It's safe, it's protecting, it's purifying, it's cleansing. Maybe you feel creaking, maybe you feel stress leaving. That's perfectly fine. Just keep releasing. If you see any darkness, if you feel any blocks, any tension, any energy that feels strange, just try to push it out on your exhales. Keep breathing in the light. And exhale, release, and we'll go on to the next pose, the back of the hips. So your hands are going to be placed on the back of your hip bones. You want your fingertips to be right on your hip bones, and the palm of your hand will be close up towards your kidneys. So just make sure that your fingertips are touching your hip bones. And breathe in and align here. Notice if you're like slouching, roll your shoulders up and back. Make sure it's comfortable for you. If you have any kind of sports injuries or you just aren't feeling it today, just sit here with your hands on your lap and do the breath work. Just have the intention, do the visualization. So breathe in here, it's okay. Whatever pace and whatever place you are at is perfectly fine for you. So breathe in the light, invite it on in, up into your hips now. And remember before we talked about if the hips are stiff, if the hips are out of alignment, just begin to notice, see where we could invite some love and some gentleness and some more grace into our lives. Where can we be more gentle to ourselves? Where can we show ourselves some more love? Where are we self-sabotaging? Where are we holding ourselves back? So literally feel this in your low back now. Ask yourself, where am I holding myself back? Source, remove what is no longer of my highest resonance. If it is not of my highest resonance, remove it fully and completely. Ask your ascension team to clear and purify any blockages that no longer serve you. Lessons can become blessings once we analyze and have an awareness of the patterns and the cycles that no longer serve us. It is up to us to take action on that awareness, to stop partaking in the patterns and the cycles and the plays on repeat that no longer serve us. So breathe in, it's okay, you don't need to have any guilt, any shame. That's what we're here to release. So breathe in the light now. And exhale any tension, any darkness, any pain, any judgment, any clingers, any attachment that no longer serves your highest self. Fully and completely release it back to source now. Maybe you feel like doing some neck rolls, that's fine. Keep breathing. 2 more breaths here, make them count. Inhale at your own pace fully, breathe in the light. See the sun brightening up the space, make it brighter, make it bolder, make it beautiful, just like you. See it radiating, see it burning off any darkness, any tension, anything that doesn't serve you, burn it off. You don't even have to know what it is. If you just feel something strange, send it up to source. Burn it off in this fire. The source light, source energy, maybe you see it as a liquid gold or liquid white. Maybe you see it as sparkling, glimmering. Maybe you see it as a sun. Whatever you see, just invite it into the back of the hips. Let it glow. And release. And we'll work with the chakras now. So you may begin to be feeling some heat from the hips all the way down, trickling down into the feet. You may even be feeling the trickling. So that's what I'm feeling. If you feel that too, it's normal. So we're going to begin working with the root chakra now. Now, if you have trouble remembering where the chakra centers are are places of energy that our bodies store. So if we can be undernourished in a chakra center, or we can be over-energized and over-balanced in a chakra center. So the goal is to have harmony and balance. The chakra centers, energy gets trapped in areas where we bend. So arms, our core, our throat. Each chakra correlates not only with an organ, but also with an emotion. So this can be very deep, holistic work. You can learn more about chakras through yoga or just chakra work, but we're just going to do a clearing and a balancing, and this is something that you can do on yourself. You can do this once a day, you can do this once a week, once a month, you can do this with other people. There are professionals who charge to have this. You can have this done professionally if you want. I'm teaching you how to do this work yourself. So if you're seeing colors, if you're feeling things, just know that that's your intuition. You're learning to hear and recognize messages from your body. So the chakra centers go in ascending order like a rainbow. Our bodies emit and glow these colors in focused points. So our aura, which is like our energetic spacesuit, it is how our intuition has feelers out there. It detects when things are coming at us or when things are going to happen. It's because our aura, this energetic suit, radiates well beyond our bodies. Now, sometimes when we've been isolating or we're scared or having negative or low vibrations, we can make our aura very, very small and like suck to our body. And anything can kind of penetrate through that. So the goal is to be open and loving, and we get to decide what we want to resonate with because it has so many feet before it actually gets us at our core. So that's the great thing about doing this work is you're building your aura, you're cleansing and learning to clear your chakras on your own. Even if you don't know what you're doing, even if you cannot see with your third eye, you're still doing the work. So if you're someone who just feels this energy work, or you're feeling more relaxed or calm, just know that that's helping and you're doing the work. The chakra centers do represent the rainbow. So if you've ever heard of Roy G. Biv, that is the 7 chakras that we're working with. That is the colors that they go in the ascending order: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet. Blue, indigo, and violet. So Roy G. Biv. So we'll work with that as we go along. One hand is always going to trail the other hand here, and that's just to keep the energy. We're going to be swirling it with one hand, and the top hand is just going to be keeping the energy contained in a focused area, so it's not just going all over the place. So left hand is going to be on your root chakra. Your root chakra is what keeps us rooted, and this is where our tailbone is located. So if you have any trauma or abuse or feel uncomfortable actually placing your hands on your body, again, these are just hand placements. This is not yoga, this is not Reiki, this is energy work, this is chakra alignment. They're just hand placements. It's not a mudra like you see yogis do. It's just hand placements. We're just connecting circuits, energy circuits, or reconnecting energy. So your left hand is going to go on your root chakra. So for women, this is where your womb center is. The back side of it is your tailbone. Men, this is where your genitals are. So your sacred area, your sacred place. Place your left hand on your root chakra now. And you may want to lift up a little bit and have your fingers tucked under a little bit. That's fine. For men, you don't need to. Just place your hands right in front. And your right hand is going to go on the sacral chakra. So this is located below the navel. So breathe in here and align and just listen to the words. Exhale at your own pace, and on the next inhale, begin to breathe in the color red. Now the root chakra glows the color red, so if you can see, close your eyes, go into your mind, drop down, and see if you can feel around the space with your hands. Now we're not moving our hands, we're just visualizing. And we're taking notice. Notice, do you feel anything? Is it dense in this area? Does it feel congested? Does it feel heavy? Does it feel hot, abused, used, unused, lonely? What does this area feel like for you? And maybe it feels strange, maybe it feels awkward, maybe you're disconnected from yourself. That's completely fine. Just begin to have an awareness and see what's in this area. What's here for me? What am I holding on to here? Breathe in the color red. And the goal is to brighten this color, brighten this space up. So brighten this red color, see it dancing, see it pulsing, radiating, make it glow, make it bright, make this red glow and be as bright as you can. See it pulsing, see it radiating from your body. See this beautiful red, big, glowing light. And begin to swirl this light in a clockwise fashion. So just clockwise, in a circular fashion, spin the energy and see it spinning out any darkness, any sludge, any murkiness, any blocks, anything not of your highest source. The root chakra is the chakra for feeling rooted in our community, in our lives, in our careers. If you have one, maybe you do, maybe you don't. Maybe you're newly getting started on a new career path. There's any attachments, any cords, any abuse or trauma located in the root chakra, any fear, ask for it to be dissolved completely, fully in the name of the light, in the name of source, in the name of truth. No, just let it go. Spin it out of your chakra, spin it away from you. Know that this energy is going back to source, and source transmutes energy back into renewable resource. So don't have healer's guilt. Don't worry about, your bad juju traveling to anyone else or rubbing off on anyone else. We're not. We're healing it. We're giving it back to source to be transmuted into a renewable resource. So it's not going to go to anyone else. It's not going to harm anyone else. So harm to none. And brighten up this color. If you've lost your focus, it's okay, just come back to it. See this red, invite this red. Cleanse out this space, purify this space. And release. We'll go on up to the next pose, the next hand placement. Left hand below the belly button. This is your sacral chakra. It's where your sexual organs are located, right below the navel. So almost where we were on the root chakra, just like an inch higher, an inch or two higher. And your right hand's going to go on your solar plexus. So right below the sternum, right where your rib cage meets and they can no longer indent, right where you cannot go up any higher. So your core is where your solar plexus is. So left hand below the belly button, right hand in between the ribs. And breathe in and align here. And begin to breathe in and invite the color yellow into, we're on the color orange, not yellow. Breathe in the color orange. Breathe orange into below the belly button. Breathe in orange, see the sunshine, invite it on into the sacral chakra. And the sacral chakra is your center for sexuality and creativity. So if you have any abuse, trauma, fears, just spin it out. Begin to swirl the light in a clockwise fashion. Make it glow, make it radiate, make it brighten. Bigger and brighter, bigger and brighter. Release any darkness, any pain, any tension, any creative blocks, any sexual blocks, any sexual abuse, any sexual trauma, anything from the past that you're ready to surrender and let go of. Just ask that it be cleansed and released now, or do the work yourself. Spin out this darkness, spin out any blockages, spin out any murkiness or darkness that you see in the center. And if you don't see it, that's fine. Maybe you feel it. If you're an empath and you're someone who navigates the world by feel, by touch, it can feel like a concrete mixer in this area. Or maybe you see like decay around your sexual organs. So just invite in the color orange, invite in the sunshine, shine the sunshine on maybe any of these dark events, past, previous, darkness. Eliminate it with the sun fully and completely now. Great work, keep breathing. We're gonna do one more breath here. Brighten this space up as bright as you can, make it orange. Breathe it in. And exhale anything that's left, anything that's trying to remain hidden, unveil it now. Exhale any darkness, anything that you can release, any clingers, any attachment, any ex-relationships that no longer serve you, any hooks that are still within you, fully and completely remove them now. Any false identities, false judgments, fully and completely be removed from the body in the name of the light, in the name of the truth. And release. So you may have felt some powerful commands there. It's fine. You're being serious about what you're getting rid of your body, getting out of your body. Move on up to the next pose. Left hand on the solar plexus. So right between the rib cage, below the sternum, and your right hand's going to go on your heart chakra. So right in the middle of your chest, right? Your thumb and your index finger should be touching your K26 and K27. So there's these two little points on your collarbone. You'll feel them. They should be tender. They might be a little sore. So if they're not, that's great. But for the majority of us, they're going to be sore. So just rub right there. That is where your heart chakra is. So this is your anchor point. And what I mean by K27 and K26 or K27, K28 is these are your kidney acupressure points. So if you've got some dehydration going on, you may be sore in this area. If your kidneys, if you've been taking on just a lot of stuff and you're overexerting and you're starting to reach burnout, these areas may be sensitive. So just notice, that's not part of the session, but it's just an extra little bonus for you if you're here. So breathe in and align. And breathe in the color yellow. The solar plexus is yellow. And exhale any darkness, any stagnant energy, any tension, anything that's not glowing, bright, and beautiful. Just release it back to source. Release it back to your ascension team. Release it back to your highest self. Breathe in the light. Breathe in yellow. See it pulsing. See it glittering. See it sparkling. Maybe you see it as the sun. Maybe you see it as lightning. Just let it glitter. Invite it into your body and purify and cleanse. Burn off any darkness, any tension. The solar plexus is the center of creation. It is your core. It is the core of your being. It is also the core of all the other chakras. So if this chakra is unbalanced, some of the lower chakras can be unbalanced. Some of the higher chakras may be unbalanced. So this is a center for harmony. So breathe in the yellow here. And this is also the center for our willpower. So if your free will is being stepped on, imposed, if you're feeling pulled in a different direction and your gut, your intuition is just saying it's not right for you, listen to your gut. Release the tension from this area now. Brighten it up with a yellow color. Let this yellow color dance, pulse, brighten, bolden, and strengthen this area. If you've been having any trouble with digestion, physically or mentally, if you've been having trouble mentally digesting thoughts or ideas, maybe other people's judgments, or if you've been having trouble physically digesting food, just notice. These are all indications that this chakra is unbalanced, that this chakra could use some love and some support. So breathe in the light here. And maybe you're feeling I'm feeling a lot of heat, burning off a lot of dense energy, a lot of negative thoughts, any low self-worth, any attachments or cords that no longer serve us, whether they're from us or others. Release the stagnant energy now. Breathe in fully and completely, cleanse the organs, and invite this light into the blood, the cells, the bones, the cellular memory. Cleanse out every part of your being. And it's okay if you felt like you just went through a vortex. You're safe. You're just doing clearing and clearing of more and more layers. Just release anything that no longer serves you, anything that you want to surrender up to source. Anytime maybe you're seeing events, places, people that are popping up that have stepped on your free will, that have imposed on your highest behalf, that just don't have your best interest at will. Release these people, places, or events into this yellow light now. And if this isn't working, if you can't spin them out of your chakras, and if you are having people, places, or events that are coming up, if you're someone who suppresses something and releasing this energy out through your body or out through your feet doesn't feel right, try releasing it up to the heavens, up to the sky, up to source. Try ascending the situation. So if you're someone who suppresses, ascending your shit can be super powerful. If you're always burying, if you're always digging, if you're always diving, try ascending every once in a while and see what that gets you. See if that helps you. See what your energy does instead of, projecting or releasing down. Try surrendering it up. Try ascending the darkness up. See if that makes a difference for you. That can energetically make all the difference if you're someone who suppresses. So that's a little personal tip. Breathe in this yellow light. If your belly is sweating, it's completely fine. It's completely normal. That just means you're burning off energy that no longer serves you. So one more breath here. Make it count. And release. Great work. Left hand on your heart chakra. We have 2 more poses and then we're done. You're doing fabulous. Left hand on your heart chakra, right hand on the throat chakra. Breathe in, sit up straight, align. Breathe in the light, and in this heart chakra center space, you are going to breathe in the color green and or pink. So because the heart chakra, it has 2, I might have to sneeze here, so excuse me if that comes on. Okay, it's passed. And the reason why the heart chakra could be, or you may be seeing it glow or pulsing 2 different colors, is because while one part of the chakra is pumping, another part of the organ is retracting. So there are 2 valves, there are 2 different parts to our heart, and it actually glows 2 different energies because there is a yin and a yang, there is a push and a pull balance going on here. And so you'll notice with love, there can also be a push and a pull. And so love is a choice. Love is a choice. So breathe in the pink, breathe in the green. It's okay if you resonate with one color over the other. Do what resonates for you. Breathe in and invite in this color. And cleanse the space, brighten the space up, make it glow, make it pulse, make it dance, make it glitter. And the heart chakra is the center for relationships, for love, for gratitude. So just begin to notice if you feel any blockages, any cords cut the cords now fully and completely as source to remove, to heal, to cleanse, to cut these cords, keeping you in bondage, chaining you. So if you have any toxic relationships that are coming to mind where it's in your best interest to let these people go, you know, maybe it's in their best interest, and maybe it's also in your best interest to just let go for a few months. You know, that doesn't mean forever. It just means to separate, to cleanse the energy, and if it's meant to be, to come back in a few months after we both had space to grow a little bit. So if we're holding someone back, if we're holding ourselves back, if it's in our best interest to let go and to let loose and fly for a little bit, ask that these cords be released fully and completely now. Release yourself from the bondage, release yourself from the chains, release yourselves from the heavy burdens you may be carrying in your heart. Feel around in there. Is it sad? Is it lonely? And just brighten it up. Invite in Source. Invite in Source to protect and to cleanse and to support the space. We always have Source energy to support us and to cleanse. So invite it in now. Breathe it in fully and completely. Really clear out the heart space. Let go of the hurt. If you feel like crying, if you are seeing people, places, past events, let them go. Burn them off in the green light or in the pink light. If you want to invite in the color of nature because it's calming, let nature restore your heart. Work with Source, work with nature, work with your highest self. See the Holy Trinity clearing out. And whatever way you view the Holy Trinity, maybe you see it as nature, your highest self. Maybe you believe in Celtic religion. Whatever you believe in, invite in that Holy Trinity into your heart. Do some cleansing, do some clearing, do some purifying. And swirl the energy in a clockwise fashion and spin out any darkness, any murkiness, any cords, any dark events, people, places that are trying to linger or trying to remain hidden, that are hiding under layers upon layers upon layers. Surrender and release, surrender and release, surrender and release now. And release the pose. We're doing some really deep, I can feel us clearing off many, many, many layers. And you'll notice if you're clearing off lots of layers, you'll be feeling tingly and you'll be feeling confidence and your voice will be getting stronger. Not from an ego sense, but from a peaceful, rooted sense. Left hand now on the throat chakra, right hand on the third eye. Two more poses and then one more pose and we are done. So breathe in and breathe in the color blue, and you may begin to hear my voice kind of changing as this happens. That's completely normal, it's fine. It's just the energy working and coming out of the vocal cords, energy coming in, just energy releasing and traveling up and down. So you can begin to imagine like an ocean. Breathe in the ocean on the inhale. And let the ocean take away anything that may be hiding in the throat, any mistakes, any voices that are not our own, any words that we did not mean to say, any times that we've stepped on our own tongue, bitten our own tongue, anything that we're holding back. Maybe we're shy. Let the shyness, let it be burned off in this blue color. Let the ocean take away what no longer serves you. Breathe it in. Let your speaker box, let your voice, let your throat chakra glow and be bold and beautiful and blue. Let your voice be powerful and heard, not from an egotistical standpoint, but from a balanced, truthful, inspirational, motivational standpoint. See it, hear it, feel it now. Invite in the ocean, invite in the blue on the inhale. And allow it to do any cleansing, releasing, surrendering that is not of your highest self. Fully release back to source now. Any darkness, any tension, any crap sentences, any meanness, anger, any just yuckiness lurking or lingering in the back of the throat. And maybe you feel like coughing. Maybe your voice is kind of changing. Maybe you need to kind of... That's energy. This is energy you're feeling. Maybe you're having mucus strain. It's all normal. You're just moving energy, just stagnant energy that no longer serves you. Burn it off. Let the ocean take it. See it as blue. And spin this energy in a clockwise fashion. Spin out anything that no longer serves you. Any people, places, past events, anything that you have hurt using your voice, or any time that you've hurt yourself not using your voice, not speaking your truth. Clear this area now. And let go of the pose. Crack your neck if you need to. And right hand on third eye, left hand, crown chakra. So you can place this on your head, above your head. This is the last pose before we open up into our grounding exercise. So breathe in here and align. Really make these last ones count, and you're going to visualize and invite in the color indigo into your third eye, into between your eyebrows. This is the center for your intuition, for seeing clearly. It is like a little antenna that connects us with source, and we just have to be tuned into the right frequency to listen to the messages of our body, to listen to the messages of source from our higher self. So breathe in and invite in the color of a squished blueberry. Invite in this indigo color. See it traveling into your third eye, down into your forehead, down into the throat, into the heart, into the solar plexus. It's okay if it's not going as fast as I am. Just visualize, see this color drizzling down and saturating, nourishing the body. Down, 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 down into the belly, into the hips, down into the thighs, past the knees, into the shins, and down out through the feet. Clear out any thoughts or perceptions that are not of your own, that are not of your highest self, that are not of source. Any cloudiness, any chaos asked to be removed fully and completely with the help of source. Ascend what no longer serves you. And open up this top hand, open all the way up to source, connect to source. We're ascending everything, your central column, your vessel. See a column of white light all the way from your feet, shooting up the spine, all the way up the head, shooting out the hand. And see this bright white light column, purifying and getting brighter and bigger. And release. Quickly now, grounding exercise. Hands down on the knees. Breathe in. And begin to see tree roots growing. Big, thick, strong tree roots breaching the surface that you're sitting on. Down, 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 down into the ground. See these tree roots. Push your energy, think your energy down. So when we start to begin to feel like we're running on a hamster wheel, it's because all of our energy is up in our mind and not down in our bodies. So we can literally think the energy down, down, down. Push the energy down into the ground. Think the energy down. Break the surface. Breach the surface. Down, 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 down into the ground. See the earth now. See your tree roots growing into the earth, breaking up the rocks, the soil, the dust. See See your tree roots growing far down and wide. Make these tree roots thick, make them nourishing, make them travel far and as wide as you can. See your tree roots growing not only in length, but in volume. See your tree roots traveling out to your neighbors, growing out to the edge of your city. Grow these tree roots all the way out to the edge of your state. Building very strong foundations now. Keep going down and start to wrap the tree roots around anything solid they can find. Any crystalline caverns, crystalline caves, crystal chunks down, down, down in the core of the earth. Begin to wrap your nourishing tree roots around these solid items. Maybe you see them as boulders, mountains, caves. Grow your tree roots into these areas. Breathe in here. And send some nourishment down, down, down into your roots. And when you feel grounded, when you feel stable, when you feel your energy is calm, peaceful, and when you feel sturdy, when you feel solid, you can imagine these tree roots just disappearing, just dissolving, or you can drink your roots back on up. So whatever way feels comfortable for you. I like to just let them dissolve. So I just let them fade away. Just let the visualization fade away and keep breathing here. And release. Now I'm going to do something very quickly that not all of you have to do. Because I'm an empath and maybe possibly a medium and also have some psychic things going on, it's very important for me to protect myself and disengage my energy from anyone else's energy that I may have been working with, teaching with, or interacting with. So you can envision the grounding exercise is great for you. I need to personally take it one step further. So I'm going to touch this piece of petrified wood. This is a fossil. This was a crystal that was down in the earth, centuries, millions of years old, to where the tree root actually fossilized. So I'm going to touch this and just say a quick prayer. So you're just going to see me doing that really quick. So I'm going to breathe in. I ask my higher self and source to disconnect my energy from any energies that are not of my own. Disconnect me fully and completely from any energies that I may have been working with or taken on that are not of my own, that are not of source. Fully and completely disconnect me from any energies I have taken on that are not of my own. And after you've been doing this work for some time, to me, it feels like a waterfall. And that's just like my shields, my energetic shields being built and like protecting and swirling around me. So if I don't disengage my energy from other people, I can literally take on their pain, their problems, or also if they have a lot of energy, I won't go to sleep at night. So it's great to be working with source energy and with your spirit guides and your spirit team, but you want to make sure you're grounding this energy down. So that's what the tree roots were for. That's what the grounding meditation is for. Then you saw me take it one step further, using a crystal to cut, disconnect, disengage myself from anything I may have taken on. So that's something that I have found very, very helpful. I'm going to run to the bathroom now. If you have any questions, please go ahead and ask, and we will be open for discussion after the bathroom break. So get up kind of slowly. Notice how you feel. A lot of people feel sleepy, calm, peaceful. You might feel this energy work for 3 days after. You might not. It might wear off right when you sleep or the next time you get into an energetic disturbance with somebody. So this is about cultivating an awareness and being our own internal electrician. So when we're aware of how our body is reacting and responding, we have a choice on how we want to project and react on people, or we have a choice on, I don't really like that. Let's respond this way and let's manage our energy. So while energy work is not a cure, it is a great holistic tool to add on to anything you may already be doing or not doing. This is a great first step into holistic healing or spirituality. So if you have any questions, go ahead and drop them in the chat. If you want to work one-on-one with me and use my intuition and ask me what colors am I seeing, what situations am I feeling or seeing, I do this for free while I'm building a strong foundation of what I want my practice to look and feel like, how I want to run it. So if you enjoyed this, feel free to visit the donation link. You can leave a donation there. It's not necessary. Or hit the follow button if you have not followed me yet. So I'm going to run to the bathroom really quick, and then we'll be open for a discussion. If there are no questions, we'll just close the session. So I hope that you enjoyed, and I'll be right back. Okay, thank you so much for being patient with me. Thank you for joining me today and taking responsibility for the energies that emanate, as within, so without. So our external world is a really good indicator and reflection of our internal world. So if things are going absolutely sporadic and chaotic and it's just bad luck after bad luck after bad luck, take responsibility for the energy and the chaos that's radiating from you, and the messages are being seen and reflected back at you in your external environment, in your relationships. So just take a little bit of responsibility and awareness for that energy, and see if you can't do some clearing out, some adjustments, some shifts. So while this work is not a cure-all, it is great for cultivating awareness and for choosing where we do want to go. So if people, places, or events were coming up, please know you can get additional help if some of this stuff gets to be too tough and too heavy for you to do it on your own. So never guilt yourself or shame yourself for wanting more additional therapeutic help. So that's completely fine. If you do want to do this stuff on your own, if you're a do-it-yourself gal like I am, you can do it yourself too. I just know that if you do want professional help, you can get to heights faster than what you're going to get there yourself with no knowledge base or just being a seeker. But whatever path you are on, it's perfectly normal for you, perfectly perfect for you. And yeah, so if you guys have any comments, any questions, go ahead and write them now. If you haven't hit the follow button, please hit follow. If you want to check out any of the products that I use in my daily life, my Amazon link, my Twitter socials, and my Instagram link are all at the link above. Go ahead and check those out. It doesn't look like we have any questions or comments, so I'm just gonna wrap up the session and go get myself a yummy salad to eat. So tomorrow I'm gonna discuss something for a little bit here. I'm gonna let you guys in some insight, some personal insight. Tomorrow I'm trading services with somebody. So if you're on this like self-healing journey and you don't have much support in your life, whether it be financial, whether it be your bloodline, whether it be friends, whether it be your health, if you just don't have very much support in your life, what was I gonna say? It'll come back to me, hold on. And you're just doing some of this work yourself. Oh, it's gonna come back to me. Oh, don't beat yourself up and think that you can't do anything in the realm of alternative healing or alternative health. Hey JRAD TV, how are you? I just wrapped up an energy session, so you're just catching me wrapping up. How are you? So don't think that if you don't have the, like for me, for instance, I don't have the finances to do a lot of this stuff. That's why I've learned about it and taken it upon myself to do this work and teach it to other people who may not have the finances as well, or may not be able to afford to pay someone to do this type of work. So normally a session like this could cost anywhere from $75 to $150. So please realize I'm being kind here while I'm learning and sharing how you guys can do this. You guys can teach this to other people. You can learn to tap into your own intuition. Hey, I'm glad you're having a good day. So what I wanted to get at was, don't beat yourself up and think that you don't have access to some of these realms if you're someone who is new to them or maybe doesn't have the finances to try them. So tomorrow I'm trading services with someone who's extremely gifted, and their niche is shadow work and tarot cards. So tarot cards are different than oracle cards. And oh, thank you, B. Cassidy. You're so sweet. Thanks for being here. Everyone follow B. Cassidy. That's my mod. She's lovely. She paints. Please follow her. Okay, so the difference between oracle cards and tarot cards. Oracle cards are like heavenly messages that can be about self-care and kind of guide you on things that will help you in your life get to better heights, or just kind of create an awareness, where tarot cards will not give a F about your emotions. It's going to tell you what the energy that you're manifesting, that your ego is, the karma that you're generating. It reads the energy. So you can do like a daily card pull of tarot if you want to, but it's really important to set the space, protect the space, because we can get interference. So if you've ever like gotten evil eye from someone and just like instantly like felt that in your heart or in your gut, please know that that is a psychic ability, that is intuition, and that's energy. So we can take on attachments and just like these energetic things, and we can even create them and send them to other people. Doesn't mean it's a paranormal entity that we're sending out to somebody, but it is energy. So keep that in mind. I'm trading services tomorrow with this person. So I'm going to do this energy session like I do with you all, but it's way more detailed when it's a one-on-one session, because sometimes I personally will feel what's in the chakras. Or I will see in my mind's eye what the other person is seeing. So if they're seeing bright colors, I might see bright colors. Or if there's like maybe a situation that happened, I might feel that on my body. So like for instance, in my last session, I felt like we were on a playground and that there was a merry-go-round. And I didn't know any significance of what the hell that meant. But the person was like, you know, I'd rather not talk about that. So that's an area that they know they need to work on, they need to heal, they need to not keep burying and putting more dirt on the situation, but working on releasing the hooks that that situation has in that person. So hopefully that can kind of help you understand what the heck it is we're doing in these energy sessions. So I know it can be really hard to be unearthing stuff off of, you know, and kind of unburying and illuminating darkness and trauma. So that's why I say, if you need professional help or additional help, ask for it, reach out for it, seek for it, talk to other people, you know, do whatever is best for you to get you where you want to be. So all healers even need healing. So don't think that I'm teaching this to you and not seeing someone else to help me out as well. So all of us, you know, you're not going to stand in your own way and be this beacon, I am the only one. No, we all have real lives going on. We all take hits and have emotions and are working through that too. So no one is perfect. We all have stuff going on. You don't need to worry about like me sending you bad juju or you sending me bad juju. This is do it yourself chakra work. So we're going to end it there. You guys don't have any questions or comments. Like I said, tomorrow I won't be on here because tomorrow I'm exchanging services. So I will be teaching this energy work with someone, and then right after our session, we're doing a back-to-back appointment. She will be doing a tarot card reading for me and seeing what the cards are going to read. And I'm really interested. So I've tried doing tarot card reading on my own, and what is there, like 72 or 75 cards in a tarot deck, and there's so much depth. I'm someone who gets really, really lost in the details. I love the details. It's just so overwhelming, and there's so many like recipes and sensitivities and limitations that I have in like my diet and some of my other aspects of my life right now that tarot right now is just a little overwhelming for me. And so I'd rather just go to someone who's already professionally got it covered, who knows about the shadow work. So your shadow self is your self where the negative emotions come out, the ego can lie. It can just be like all the negative lower vibrations that our body can resonate with. And when we work with our shadow selves, it's actually better than resisting and never going to that place, because then we can work through our anger in healthier ways, or we can just eliminate it completely, or realize when our anger is a messenger that we need to move on or create some boundaries out of self-love, not out of isolation, not out of fear, and not out of revenge, but out of love for ourselves so that we can continue on our path full spirited. So this work is about filling your spirit, making your spirit whole. So life can pull us in many different directions, and this energy work is just to try to align it all back together. So it's going to filter out. Things are going to change. This work isn't going to stay solidified. You know, you might have to do it every day or once a month, you know, whatever feels right for you. So I will be letting you know how the tarot card reading and the energy session goes. I'll see if we're going to be collaborating in the future and continue this work on, or if it's just going to be like a one-time thing. I'm not sure, but I'm super, super excited because on my own personal path, it's been a little chaotic. I've been doing energy work and teaching this chakra alignment to you all. I'm starting to get started with some projects in the kitchen. I have some coloring books and some illustrations in the works with some people. I have a online craft store in the works with another person. So I'm being pulled in so many different directions. I just kind of want to check my tarot cards and see why am I stuck? Why am I standing in my own way? Maybe what's my path through? So what's the next step? I'm gonna see if maybe the cards can show me, just show me some insight. So the reason why tarot cards can be used for self-development and personal growth is it can be used as a form of storytelling. So storytelling can be a way of healing. Just like writing or journaling can be a way of healing, talking can be a way of healing, dancing and music can be a way of healing. Same thing with writing and storytelling. And so in the ancient healing arts, you know, the local healers curated your healing to your needs. It was never take this pill and everyone starts off at a baseline. It was unique to you. So that's kind of what this is getting back to, is just navigating some of this uniqueness and working with it, because not everyone's able to help us out with our intuition in that way. So yeah, don't think that you have to be knowledgeable or have wisdom or have done this ever before or have to have finances to get into this realm and to start doing some of this work. So you can find people who are just getting their foot in the door, who are just getting started, who are looking for people to practice with, that will say, hey, I'm doing this, will you exchange services for me? So like for instance, a lot of artists will give me their coloring sheets and I'll color them, and then we'll collaborate and say, we'll make social media posts, and it's an exchange of services. So money is just an energy. It's an exchange. So if you don't have money to give someone for these services, see how else you can give back to them. Maybe it's just like a retweet for them or something, or saying how great they are, or free marketing. Free social networking is huge. So keep your contacts. Be good to the people who are good to you, but also learn to be good to your enemies too. Learn to be good to all, but learn where to have that boundary if people start taking too much from you. So that's my little chat. That's where we're going. Yeah, I'm really excited to have my tarot cards read tomorrow and see what they say. I'm also kind of nervous because I know I'm still healing through some dark stuff. There's still some darkness lingering, and I know that's going to come out. So, you know, it's very vulnerable to be doing this work with another person too. So healing often doesn't come from comfort. Self-growth often doesn't come from comfort. We have to, you know, dip our toes a little bit into the unknown before we get comfortable and start practicing again. So it's okay if you don't know why you're here, or if you're practicing and don't really know what this work is doing for you, or it's okay if all this work does is relax you. It's okay if your third eye is not opening, or you're not seeing colors, or maybe you are. The majority of the people that have done these one-on-one sessions with me in private have begun to see colors. They say, I see the colors you're talking about, I see the energy, I feel the energy. So there's some really big things happening. These people are connecting to their intuition, they're connecting to their source, they're connecting to their higher power, and they're starting to tap into their own intuition. So this isn't me igniting people and awakening people. This is people doing the work themselves. This is just me being a guide. All I'm doing is talking. All you're doing is listening. So all I'm doing is walking you through a visualization, a guided meditation, and you're the one who's doing the work. So please give yourself a round of applause, give yourself a little credit, because the personal power lies within you. Don't give it up to a teacher or a healer or, you know, someone you think is above you just because they know shit. Don't give up your personal power. Keep it within you. If you want to learn something and incorporate it into your life, that's great. You can have gratitude and you can have thankful, but do not give your personal power up to that person. So that's the end of my little chat. I hope you enjoyed this energy session. Today was a really quick one, so if you want to come back and do this over and over, this is the video to save, to bookmark, to share across your social media channels, whatever. Save it somewhere where you can come back to it over and over. You don't have to listen to the end where we're talking and doing discussion. You can just do the quick video. I think it might be about 50 minutes, 45 minutes. I'm not really sure how long we've been on here, but I've enjoyed you all. Thank you so much for attending. I hope you enjoyed the energy session. And let me know your comments, your questions, your concerns. If you're interested in working one-on-one with me, if you want to take this to a further depth, if you want to go deeper with this, if you want to pick my intuition and see what am I seeing, see if I can tap in, what am I feeling, see if I see anything. Send me a whisper, send me a DM on social media, find out a way to get a hold of me. So again, I'm building my foundation, I'm building my practice. I'm not really sure what it's all going to turn into yet. So until I get some stronger roots built, I'm not charging for this. So get it for free while you can. You won't need me after a while. You'll learn the hand placements and you'll be able to do this on your own and you'll be able to teach other people. So if you see this work in other forms or from other people, just know everyone has their own flair, their own style, maybe different placements. So there are different energetic techniques that you may be seeing. I've seen chakras aligned with people swirling energy one way and then swirling it the other way. There is no set right or wrong way. So whatever way is unique and resonates with your body is the way that you should go with. So whatever feels good, feels peaceful, feels calm and zen, that's your birthright. Anything that disrupts you or overexcites you or makes you nervous or unsure of who you are, maybe isn't for you. Or, maybe you're doing that to yourself. You're taking yourself out of your own body. So reel it back in, keep your personal power, ground that down, and flourish, baby. So I hope you enjoyed our time here together. I'm going to wrap this video up, go and get a salad, and you won't see me until maybe we'll bonus stream this weekend. Don't hold me to it, but for sure next week, the thing that we're going to be doing is my kitchen is clean. Booyah, baby. I'm stoked. You guys, I'm so effing sore from doing like 4 hours of dishes yesterday. So the new project that we have, I have 4 boxes of glass jars, olive oil bottles. I've got to get a special recipe that I'm going to be sharing with you all next week, letting that soak on all of the bottles, and then we're going to be scraping glue, which I'm highly allergic to, off those bottles, and then we're going to be repurposing those bottles for a bunch of projects that I have coming up. So I'm going to be painting some of the bottles. Some of the bottles are going to be getting fairy lights put in them. They're just going to be something for my online craft store in the future. So if you need a recipe for taking sticky glue, sticky adhesive labels off of jars, see me next week. Turn on my Twitch notifications to know when I go live, because we keep it organic here. Sometimes these energy sessions wear me out and I can't teach them every single day. And so we need to respect what our own energy field is at and like, and not burn ourselves out. So especially because I'm doing this for free, I'm not going to be burning myself out here. So I hope you can respect and appreciate that as much as I respect and appreciate you being here, taking responsibility for your energy. Please, if you were here today, drink. Oh, thank you so much, B, for thanking me for streaming and for being here. If you have been doing these energy sessions with me, drink a lot of water today. You may be dehydrated. If you had a lot of trauma, thoughts, dark places, past events pop up, this can really wear and tax our body and dehydrate us. So make sure you're drinking water. Make sure you're adding electrolytes if your water doesn't have electrolytes in it. If you don't know what the hell electrolytes are, if you are taking a supplement, think watermelon, cucumber, just maybe, what else? Cantaloupe, anything that's really juicy, lemon, limes, any kind of citrus. So anything really juicy that has a lot of water in it will have natural electrolytes in it. So watermelon and salt's a really good one. So that's it, everybody. Next week we will be in my kitchen. We'll be doing labels. We'll be doing dehydrator projects. The fun begins now that the dishes are clean. So hallelujah for that. Can I get a hell yeah in the chat that the dishes are done? Hell yeah. I'm stoked, and I can't wait to get in there and show you guys all the cooking and just all the stuff that I have to do for my sensitive body in order to get by day to day, because I cannot eat bread, I cannot eat dairy. Everything that I can have as an alternative my fiance is allergic to. So we're really limited in this house if we want to stay on the same path. And so sometimes we don't do that. Sometimes I diverge and go into nuts and bananas and like put like high risk security labels on the food, like do not eat this. This is for Brittany only, so that, you know, I don't kill my fiance. So we get real intricate and detailed up in here. So I hope you'll join me next week in my kitchen. Bye everyone, we have fun here. See you next week. Whoa, and my clothes are falling off. So sorry. Okay, bye everybody. Have a good day.